3D printing is already kind of helpful for distillers in a bunch of different ways, but more than that, I am genuinely excited about the idea of the community coming together and just making cool stuff that is legitimately awesome for distillers that you can print at home for damn near nothing. So I decided to put this video together to show you some of the ways that 3D printing is already helpful, give a whole bunch of ideas to the community around what could be made and what would be absolutely awesome, and incentivize the whole thing by turning it into a bit of a informal competition / giveaway. More on that later. Okay, disclosure time. After the last 3D printing video I made, I got talking to a couple of manufacturers, and long story short, Qidi Tech ended up sending me this printer. Thank you for that, Qidi Tech, I appreciate it. What you guys want to know is this is not a printer review, it is not a sponsored video, I'm not gonna hard sell you this thing, but the reason I decided to go with this machine, well, there's something about it that is interesting for me as a distiller. For now, what you need to know is this thing just worked out of the box. Every other 3D printer I've ever had, I spent as much time tweaking profiles, tuning, doing setup stuff to get it printing smoothly. This thing, I've literally done nothing but print with it, which is pretty freaking cool. Anyway, onto the fun stuff. First actual print comes off the bed like this. We just need to pull it apart, and for those of you that don't know, these little things here are called brims. As long as you got your file set up properly and you're using a decent printer, generally they all just pull off. A little bit of cleanup. If you haven't worked it out with the Badmo barrel sitting right next to me, this is a Badmo barrel stand. Cool little design, dovetail joints, and oh, check this out. Here's a guy that understands the 3D printing process. The file even comes with little miniature test prints to test tolerances, basically which set of the files you should print, which is pretty freaking cool. Whoa, dovetails go together thusly. Dang, dude, that is solid. This is the completely 3D printed version. There is also another version of this file that instead of having 3D printed struts on the side, you can use, I think it's 3/4 inch dowel instead. And lo and behold, I actually haven't tried this yet, so I'm just assuming it's gonna fit. Oh, I like it. That is cool. Specifically designed to tip the barrel forward just a smidge to make sure you're getting good contact on the oak at the front. After all, that's the entire purpose, with little catch feet here to make sure that it doesn't slide off. So if you're using these Badmo barrels, and by the way, we have them in stock in New Zealand and America on Chase the Craft at the moment. Best barrels a home distiller can get, I'm telling you. This is a legitimately cool print, but I will admit, a little bit over-engineered. So perhaps just this will do as good. Check this out. Boop. Boop. That's not going anywhere. That's pretty cool. Two completely different approaches to solve pretty much the same problem. And to be honest, I think I'd probably use this one like on racks where I'm not actually worried about the barrel moving around too much. I just want to keep it upright. This will be totally fine. This, very cool as a display rack, or if you've got 2 or 3 barrels, go with this bad boy. I think I'm up to like 10 or something now. So I'm probably going to print a few of these. Anyway, moving on. In case it's not obvious, this video is going to be a mix of things I have actually printed to show you, other things that you could go print right now, and of course ideas on things that you could make yourself to 3D print. And that is because, like I said, I'm just really excited about the idea of multiple people kind of pulling ideas on this thing, which is why I'm running it as a competition. There'll be some Into the AM vouchers and some Chase the Craft store vouchers to be given away. More on that at the end. And don't worry, it's not like a weird IP file grab thing. Literally, all I'm doing is linking to the actual creator's upload place of choice at chasethecraft.com, and all of the things that are mentioned in this video will be there. So if you like the look of one of these things that I show you, there'll be a link in the description. Go to the website, you can find the files easy. Glencairns! Whiskey enthusiasts all around the world have them. Great little glasses, but if you have them, you've probably discovered something really irritating about them, which is great like this, but when you wash them, suddenly very, very tippy. I've lost at least 2 Glencairns by doing this. They fall over, they break, you get the idea. Boom, check that out. Crazy. Oh, and look. So it actually dries. And if you want, you can use it kind of as a display as well. This to me illustrates almost perfectly where 3D printing for distilling is now. Kind of silly, kind of gadgety. Like if you couldn't print this in 20 minutes for, I don't know what it is, 30 cents of plastic, I'll actually do the math over here. You probably wouldn't buy it, right? But because I can print it quickly, it's kind of cool to have. If you're the sort of person that's super neat and tidy, I can see you using a bunch of these. I'm not that guy. So kind of cool to have. I probably won't use it. But nonetheless, a very cool file. One of the things that 3D printing just does insanely well is kind of like organization, tidying, display, all of those kind of things. So here are some ideas for you. Some of these are pretty damn good as they are, and some of these I think are an excellent idea that could be made a whole lot better. Tri-clamp gasket racks. Hose holders, this one is for a Firmzilla. Auto siphon rack and cane holder. I don't use these much anymore because I tend to use larger fermenters, or I just tip stuff. But when I was homebrewing, making beer, the rack and canes were a pain in the ass, and I 100% would print one of these if I was still making beer. And a couple of ideas in this vein that popped up in the comments section last time. I think these are excellent ideas. Number one is like clip-on caddies or organizers to go onto mash kettles, fermenters, columns on distillation units. Just an easy way to add storage to the thing you're using anyway and have it on hand. And the other one, which is super intriguing to me, is a curved bracket to hold hoses and stop them from kinking. This is an excellent time to talk about some of the limitations of 3D printing for distillers. Number one, anything 3D printed in contact, direct contact with alcohol liquid or alcohol vapor, I'm just going to say, until I've been shown otherwise, I'm going to say it's a pretty damn bad idea. And number two, heat. This stuff is PLA and it melts at about 200 degrees to go through the hot end on the printer, but it deforms at significantly lower temperatures, especially if it's under load. So, printing something out of PLA and bolting it onto the outside of a distillation column, you're not going to make your spirits any worse, but this stuff will maybe not melt, but it almost certainly will deform. And that is the reason that I went with the Qidi Q2. It is actually capable of printing much, much hotter out of the hot end and the print bed. And it has active chamber heating, which means that you can print in much more industrial grade filaments. Not something I've done yet. And I really want your guys' feedback, especially if you're actually using these filaments, to tell me what kind of filament I should get first, because these things are not cheap. And two, how you think I could actually use those. This little guy, I am legitimately excited about using, but before I can use it, I need to fill it with an insulating material, like perhaps some leftover random foam. I made that look way harder than it needed to be, and now I'm covered in super glue, but nonetheless, this is a thermocouple, which goes in here like so. I've cut this one smaller. This is off a brew kettle. The one I'm gonna use it on is on the STC 1000. Thermocouple goes in here like this, and then this gets strapped to the side of your fermenter, isolating the thermocouple from the ambient temperature. The idea being that it reads the actual fermenter temperature more accurately. I do this currently by duct taping paper towels to the outside of the fermenter. This is going to be freaking awesome, but I have to wonder, instead of using a strap, could we perhaps have like something that you super glue to the side of the fermenter and it accepts this, so it just slides in, slides out. Another thing that 3D printing does pretty damn well, but not in distilling, in other hobbies, I guess you would call them, like woodworking, is making jigs. Things to help you make things. You don't have to wait for shipping, or you don't have to take a trip to the hardware store, and you can make them exactly for what you're after. Like these. This is a doweling jig to make Badmotivator barrels. How cool is that? That is pretty freaking cool. The ideas that really jump out to me here would be jigs for making DIY tri-clamps out of copper, jigs for making perf plates, kind of the same thing as bubble plates, but just with holes. And probably the big one that would make something that's quite tricky, I think, a whole lot easier, would be jigs for making things like bokeh columns and shotgun condensers. That'd be pretty cool. Air still. Cuts jars. How many times, if you got one of these things, are you randomly grabbing something in the shed to try and get this closer to that until you use a different size cup, and then you need this. But now the top of the cup is not underneath the spout properly, right? Kind of needs to do this. This is basically a cube of plastic, but it does have a slight taper on the front so that it tips the glass inwards. This specific one was designed to hold mason jars, which I don't actually have on hand, but a jam jar is probably the closest, and it does a really good job with a jam jar, but not quite with something like this. So awesome idea, insanely simple and like crazy easy to design, but maybe we could have something that can be bottom weighted so it makes it a little bit more stable, and maybe it could be kind of ergonomically designed to wrap around the bottom of the Air Still Pro, and maybe it could be modular so you can stack bits on top to get different size cuts. Maybe. But even smaller little mechanical things like an extender for valves, or potentially even, I don't know, can we print? Can we make our own like needle valve or ball valve for water control? Able to print something like your own peristatic pump driven by a drill? That'd be pretty freaking cool. I recently printed these, Flexi. This is TPU if you haven't heard of it or seen it. A flexible printed filament that can be a little bit tricky to print. Honestly, the Q2 just printed it without any real issues, which is great. But I used this as a mold to pour concrete into. These are not distilling related. These were for disc golf trophies for North Island Champs that we hosted recently. I've still got the rejects where I did a crappy job of the casting. But it begs the question, if I can cast concrete, maybe I could cast resin or plaster, concrete. Is that helpful for distilling somehow? There's got to be some use for it, right? And I have even seen people making 3D prints to cast metal. All right, team, so the pointy end of the video, here's the deal. I'm going to give you guys 4 weeks from the time this video goes out to submit anything you want in terms of files for 3D printing, you can do so by emailing us from the website. So go to the website and use the contact information. That'll go through to Erin. Just make sure you put in the title, the top of the description, like what you're doing, and make sure you give us a link to where your files are uploaded so we can link to that for you. So the first thing I'll do is put all of those things, I'll reference across to your uploads site of choice from the Chase the Craft website, and anyone that has files on that website, including the ones that I've shown off today, if I can get hold of you, is automatically in the draw to win. And the only criteria is this thing actually useful for distilling? Like, would I actually invest the time and the money for filament to print the thing to make distilling easier, faster, safer, more enjoyable, pretty to look at, anything? Like I said earlier, I've got vouchers to give away based on that criteria. I'll get in touch with you 4 weeks after this video goes out if you won one of the vouchers. Chase the Craft vouchers and Into the AM vouchers. If you're not here for the competition and you're still 3D printing stuff, please go to the website, get some inspiration. If you find cool stuff that isn't yours, feel free to send that over too. Just tell us that, you know, it's not actually you that we should be contacting if that person wins something. All right, team. See ya.